what they need, but their parenting is so much more than getting them the things that they need, like financially. Kids' love language is time, you guys. And I learned that the hard way with my oldest, but I am trying to be more graceful with myself because I know I missed out on a lot because I was working so much, trying to build my career, and then eventually my business, which was totally not a plan. I kind of got pushed into it. But that's what God wanted for me. And when God says it's your time, when God wants to give you something, you cannot fuck that up. There's no way in hell you can fuck that up, and He's going to make that happen. Welcome back, you guys. Happy Wednesday. I hope your guys' Wednesday morning is going amazing. This is episode 7, season 1 on the Lily Paulina Beauty Podcast. Welcome back. You guys, I'm so excited for you guys to be here. Today's episode is going to be about playing with your kids. I was really excited. I mean, obviously, all these episodes have been literally like, when I wrote down like the season, like I was in flow state, you guys. Like, so these episodes are here because God literally wanted me to talk about this stuff. I don't know why, but I just know that I'm being obedient and I am not questioning Him because He deserves all the glory, everything. Like, you guys have no idea. God is huge in my life. Like, I know I say I'm a single mom, and technically I am, but I am not a single mom. You guys, God is like helping me parent and guide these kids that He trusted me with. And I'm just so thankful for that. I saw that in a meme somewhere, and I was like, you know what? That is so fucking true. I am not raising these kids by myself. I mean, they're dads, but you guys know it's different. So anyways, playing with my kids. I don't know if you guys play with your guys' kids or not. I know that a lot of us are operating on like survival mode, on hustle mode, and we're not taking care of ourselves. We're burnt out by the time we come home. We just freaking, like, mostly everybody operates from that. They get home at 5, they freaking make dinner, like, freaking turn on the TV and freaking go to, like, do it all over the next day. I'm not saying everybody does that. I'm just saying, like, it's easy to go there because of how demanding life can get, Okay, so it all started in ATL. Shout out ATL because you've been good to me. It was so much fun. I went with my girl Beatriz and Michelle for a health coach conference that we went to, and it was like such an insightful weekend. So one night we went out and we were back in the hotel room. We all stayed together and we were just talking about our kids, about childhood and stuff like that. And I don't know what it was, you guys, but I had a fucking epiphany. And I realized that my mom, like, never played with me. And I remember my dad played with me a couple times. One, he took me and my brother to play soccer in Pinot Lake, and I was, like, so fucking surprised that he actually took us. And then, besides that, it was, like, a couple of times of him doing the oh my gosh, I cannot fucking talk. Caballito. Fuck. Oh my gosh. If my dad would hear me, he would be like, Liliana, ¿no tienes vergüenza? ¿No sabes decir las cosas bien? Caballito. Don't kill me, Dad. Anyways. So, but I'm not saying that to bash, like, my parents at all. Like, I felt very loved. I didn't feel safe all the time. Not because of my parents. But just because stuff happened that my parents don't know about, and that has to do with like my anxiety and stuff that I lived on before that I don't want to talk about. But point is that I had that epiphany, like, oh shit, I don't remember my mom ever playing with me. And I had just had Lily Bell, So I have a 16-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 2-year-old. My last two are 3 years apart in 2 days. So I honestly feel like it really takes like 3-4 years for a woman's body to get back to normal, like 100% completely. I'm talking about from the inflammation to your hormones to your like your mind. Like, they call it mommy brain for a freaking reason. Like sometimes, like, you know, like you're there but you're not there, like, you know, like you're just like trying to like wake up, brain, wake up, because you have so much going on as a mom, you know. So it happens a lot in pregnancy, but it can continue on. So, you know, my body was healing, and then I got pregnant again, and then I went through like a breakup, for lack of a better words, just trying to survive, you know. So I realized that I haven't really played with my son Jackson so much. Like, with my son Nicholas, like, I really, like, I could have done so much better. I was only 14 when I had him, but I do remember, like, being like, no, fuck that. Like, my dad hardly played with me. Like, let me go take my son to go play soccer. Like, we would do a lot of soccer dates. I had him in soccer since he was 3. I hadn't played with Jackson because I was, like, just trying to, like, put down the fire from a lot of attacks. And I remember I was just, like, crying. I started crying and crying and crying and crying, you know? Like, I feel like the little girl in me that weekend healed so much. I remember, like, coming back and really, like, trying to put an effort to play with him, you know? Like, that fucking day that I came back, like, I put my phone away and I just got on the floor and I played with him, and I played with him. But I remember at first when I started, I couldn't do more than 5 minutes at a time because I really couldn't give him something I didn't get, and it was hard for me. Like, I remember getting, like, a little irritated with myself, you know? So I was like, I've been like pushing and pushing and pushing myself, and now I'm able to play with them longer. Like, it's so much fun. And what's interesting is that I see how much that present time I have with them, putting the phone away and actually just looking them in the eyes and getting to know them, you know, because we change all the time, especially when we're that little. Like, there's so many things going on, and I'm just so thankful that I had that epiphany because it has pushed me to play with my kids more. And it's this, like, feeling, like, I can't explain, of being so fulfilled, because not only am I covering, like, the basics, you know, what they need, but their parenting is so much more than getting them the things that they need, like financially. Kids' love language is time, you guys. And I learned that the hard way with my oldest, but I am trying to be more graceful with myself because I know I missed out on a lot because I was working so much, trying to build my career, trying to and then eventually my business, which was totally not a plan. I kind of got pushed into it. But that's what God wanted for me. And when God says it's your time, when God wants to give you something, you cannot fuck that up. There's no way in hell you can fuck that up, and He's going to make that happen. And I'm just so thankful, like, for this newfound awareness, because I get to do it different with my kids, and I get to be more, like, graceful with my mom, because, you know, like, she comes from a family of 7, well, with her it's 7 siblings, all girls. Like, my poor grandma, dude, like, yeah, you know, like, I can only imagine, and she's the oldest. So my mom's the best, you guys. Like, this is no way in shaming her at all. This is just me sharing to hopefully bring you guys some awareness and challenging you guys to play with your kids a little bit more. Put the phone away, turn off the TV, go out in nature. Like, it has brought in me and my my youngest children so much fucking closer, that I see, like, my oldest, like seeing us play and stuff like that, and he like is like, well, what are you guys doing, or what's that? And it's like, you gotta understand, he's an angry teenager, so for me, like, that's huge, because I'm like, oh, come and look, or and there's no better feeling than seeing in your kids' eyes and like seeing the joy from you giving them the attention that they want from you. I love my kids. I freaking love my kids. Sometimes I'm like, God damn it. Like, like, why do I have to deal with like this or whatever? But then I see them and I'm like, that's why. Because you were meant to be here. Because you're fucking perfect. Like, there's no mistakes with any of us being here. I remember when I was pregnant with Lily Bell, one of my girls told me, she's like, did you know how much of a miracle it is that you're pregnant? Like, the odds of anybody getting pregnant, she's like studying medicine. I forgot what she said, and I was just like, I didn't realize that. I don't know if it's because I'm Mexican and I'm just like, yeah, you just breathe in the pregnancy or something, you're just like, oh, I'm gonna be pregnant, and then you're like pregnant. Kidding. I know it's like it's generalized, like that's not the case for everybody, but I never like consider that, because what a blessing it is to be pregnant, because my pregnancies have been hard with the partners that I chose, so we're not a mistake, you guys. We were all meant to be here, and as long as we're here, our job is still not done. Our job is to push ourselves to be better than yesterday, to push through that depression, to push through that anxiety, or else we're living the same life for fucking years. And all we have is today. All we have is right now. Like, do what you can today. Don't push it on for tomorrow, or else it's never gonna get done, including playing with your kids. And they grow up so fast, you guys. I see my oldest, and gosh, I wish I could do things so different. But I can't go back. All I can do is do better with my kids. And it's helped me with my presence, which is something that I was working on the past 6 months, because I was being challenged a lot, and I was reading books, and that theme was a common theme coming up, and I was like, okay, got you, God. Work on presence. And presence has moved mountains for me. Like, it's not fucking easy when you're being attacked, but like, just like taking your energy back, not reacting, trying to be present, trying to, like, be in the moment and give that moment the best that you got, giving that moment fucking gratitude, like, it's so fucking powerful, you guys. Like, there's a whole book on it called The Power of Now, which I'm going to link below. I highly suggest. I read it twice already. I'm probably going to read it a third time because it's that fucking good. It was actually one of the books on Oprah's list for the book club that she has. Yeah, you guys, I hope this was insightful. I hope you guys take something from it, and comment down below something that you guys, I know like New Year's is coming up, but like, what is your New Year's resolution with your family, with your kids? If you don't have any kids, like, what's the next step for you, for your personal growth? Like, not just the gym, not just that, like, what are you going to push through? Are you going to push through anxiety? Are you going to push through being more present? And what are you going to do about it? How are you going to get it started? Like, tell me. I want to know all these things. As far as for me, one of my goals is to continue to be present with my kids and have a lot more play dates, which is something I always wanted to do. And I started having play dates with some badass moms, which I'm so excited about, because now I have mom friends that we can do play dates with the kids. And my two younger ones are so close in age, which just freaking works out for the both of them. I'm here for it. I'm here for this mom life. I'm single right now. I'm enjoying giving my kids all my extra time that my business is not getting, that I'm not getting. And I'm excited because I deserve it. And yeah, you guys, I hope to see 2024 me and my kids a lot closer, a lot more vacations, a lot more traditions, all that good stuff. Because they grow up so fast. I see my teenager, and he's going to be 17 next year. It goes by in a blink of an eye. And all they want is your time. All they want is your attention. If you can only do 5 minutes, start with 5 minutes. And I guarantee you, with consistency, you're going to find yourself getting lost in their world. And you're going to fucking love it because you get to be a kid again. And if there's still some hurt in you, you heal yourself through play with them. It's so fucking beautiful, you guys. Next time that you guys see this face is going to be Happy New Year. So Happy New Year's, you guys. Love you guys so much. Mwah.